Hey everyone, welcome back to the podcast. It's really good to have you here with us today. If this is your first time listening, I'm Vantha.
And I'm Borey. We're glad you're here. This podcast is a calm space for learning English naturally, slowly, and confidently. No pressure, no rushing, just real conversation that helps your brain relax and absorb the language.
Before we begin, we want to say thank you. If you've been listening regularly, you're already doing something very powerful for your English. And if you enjoy learning with us, make sure you follow the podcast so you don't miss future episodes.
Today's topic is very important, not just for English, but for real communication. We're talking about how to talk about your feelings in English. This is something many learners find difficult, even at a high level.
That's because feelings are personal, and when you don't have the words, you may feel stuck, silent, or misunderstood. But the good news is this: you don't need advanced English to express your feelings clearly.
Native speakers often use very simple language to talk about emotions. They don't sound dramatic. They don't explain everything. They just describe how they feel in a calm, honest way.
Today, we'll show you how to do the same. We'll focus on natural, spoken English, the kind people actually use at work, with friends, and in daily life.
Let's start with something basic. When someone asks you, "How are you feeling?" Many learners freeze. They think they need a perfect answer.
But in real English, most answers are short and simple. You can say, I'm feeling good, I'm okay, I'm a bit tired, or I'm stressed today.
These answers are normal. They're not weak. They're real.
Let's model it. Hey Vantha, how are you feeling today? I'm a little tired, to be honest, but overall I'm okay.
That sounds very natural.
Notice something important. I didn't say I am extremely exhausted due to many responsibilities. I just said a little tired.
Simple language feels more honest.
Now let's talk about basic feelings, because these are the foundation. Words like happy, sad, tired, stressed, nervous, calm, excited, worried. These words are enough for most conversations.
Learners often try to use complex emotional vocabulary too early, but native speakers return to basic words again and again.
For example, instead of saying, I'm experiencing anxiety, people usually say, I'm feeling nervous or I'm worried.
Let's practice hearing these feelings in context.
I'm feeling happy today. The weather is nice and I had a good morning.
I'm a bit stressed this week because work has been busy.
I'm nervous about the meeting tomorrow.
I feel calm when I listen to music.
These sentences are short, but they communicate clearly.
Now, let's add reasons, because feelings often come with explanations. Native speakers usually connect feelings with because.
You can say, I'm tired because I didn't sleep well, or I'm happy because I finished my work, or I'm stressed because I have many deadlines.
Let's hear that naturally.
I'm feeling stressed because I have a lot to do today.
That makes sense.
Again, notice how simple this is.
Now, let's talk about something very common: mixed feelings. Many learners think they must feel only one thing.
But in real life, people often feel more than one emotion at the same time.
Native speakers say things like, "I'm tired but happy," or "I'm nervous but excited," or "I feel sad but also relieved."
Example, I'm nervous about starting my new job, but I'm also excited.
That sounds very natural.
This is a powerful way to sound fluent because it reflects real human emotion.
Now, let's move into daily emotional check-ins, the kind you hear at work or with friends.
People often say, how are you holding up? Or how's everything going?
You don't need a long answer. You can say, "I'm doing okay," or "It's been a tough week," or "Things are getting better."
Let's model that. Hey, how's everything going?
"It's been a bit challenging lately, but I'm managing."
That's a very professional, natural answer.
Notice how I didn't give too many details. That's important, especially at work.
Yes, talking about feelings doesn't mean sharing everything. It means sharing the right amount.
Now, let's talk about talking about stress, because this is one of the most common emotions adults need to express.
Native speakers don't usually say, I'm extremely stressed. They soften it. They say, I'm under a bit of pressure, or it's been a stressful week, or I'm feeling overwhelmed.
Example, I've been feeling a bit overwhelmed with work recently.
Let's continue by going deeper into how people talk about feelings in longer conversations, especially when emotions are not simple. In real life, feelings are often unclear, changing, or difficult to explain. Native speakers don't always know exactly what they feel, and that's normal.
Yes, and this is important for learners to understand. You don't need to fully understand your emotions to talk about them in English. You can describe uncertainty, confusion, or mixed feelings using very simple language.
For example, you can say, I'm not sure how I feel, or I have mixed feelings about it, or I'm still processing everything.
These expressions are common, especially in thoughtful or professional conversations.
Let's hear them in context.
So, how do you feel about the changes at work?
Honestly, I'm not sure yet. I have mixed feelings. Some parts seem positive, but others worry me.
That sounds very natural and mature.
Notice that I didn't rush to explain everything. Native speakers often leave space.
Now, let's talk about talking about feelings in relationships, whether with friends, family, or colleagues. This is where tone matters more than vocabulary.
People usually soften their language. Instead of saying, you make me angry, they say, I feel upset when this happens.
This structure is very important. I feel instead of you are.
Example, I feel a bit hurt when plans change suddenly.
That's calm and respectful.
This kind of language helps communication, not conflict.
Let's practice a few natural sentences like this.
I feel uncomfortable when meetings start late.
I feel frustrated when things aren't clear.
I feel appreciated when people give feedback.
These sentences are powerful because they are honest and controlled.
Now let's move into emotional recovery language, something native speakers use often, but learners rarely practice.
This includes phrases like, I'm getting better, I'm feeling more like myself, or I needed some time, but I'm okay now.
Example, last week was hard, but I'm feeling better now.
That's a very human sentence.
This kind of language shows resilience.
Now, let's talk about emotions in difficult moments, such as disappointment, failure, or pressure.
Native speakers don't always say, I failed. They soften it.
They say, that didn't go as planned, or I'm disappointed with the result, or it was a learning experience.
Example, I was disappointed with how things turned out, but I learned a lot.
That's a strong, reflective sentence.
This is the kind of English professionals use.
Now, let's model a longer, realistic conversation, the kind you might hear between colleagues or close friends.
Hey, you've been quiet lately. How are you really feeling?
I've been feeling a bit overwhelmed, to be honest. There's been a lot happening at once.
That makes sense. Are you getting enough rest?
Not really. I think that's part of it. Once things slow down, I think I'll feel better.
I hope so. If you need support, just let me know.
Thank you. That means a lot.
This conversation is calm, natural, and emotionally intelligent.
And notice how short the sentences are.
Now, let's help listeners expand emotional vocabulary naturally, not by memorizing lists, but by context.
Instead of happy, people often say content, satisfied, or pleased, but they still explain simply.
Example, I feel satisfied with my progress lately.
Instead of sad, people say a bit down or not in a great mood.
Example, I'm not in the best mood today, but it's okay.
This kind of soft language is very common.
Now, let's slow down again for shadowing practice because emotional fluency requires repetition.
Repeat after me. I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed.
I'm not sure how I feel yet.
I feel calmer now.
I'm getting better day by day.
I feel supported.
When you say these sentences out loud, your brain connects language with emotion.
Now let's talk about cultural awareness, which is important when talking about feelings in English.
In many English-speaking cultures, people value emotional balance. They express feelings, but they don't exaggerate.
That's why phrases like a bit, kind of, a little, and somewhat are very common.
Example, I'm a little nervous about the presentation.
That sounds more natural than extreme language.
These small words help you sound polite and thoughtful.
Now let's explore talking about emotional change over time, something native speakers do naturally.
You can say, at first I felt nervous, but now I feel more confident.
Example,
At first I was worried about speaking English, but now I feel more comfortable.
that sentence tells a story of growth.
And stories help listeners connect with you.
Let's build another short story.
When I started my new job, I felt anxious. I didn't know what to expect. Over time, I learned the system, met supportive people, and slowly felt more confident. Now I feel settled.
This is natural storytelling using emotional language.
Now let's talk about expressing gratitude and positive feelings toward others, which is very important in English.
People often say, I really appreciate it, or I'm grateful for your help, or that means a lot to me.
Example, I really appreciate your support during that time.
That sentence builds strong relationships.
Now let's address something many learners struggle with, saying you are not okay without sounding rude or weak.
You can say, I'm not feeling great today, or I'm having a tough day, or I'm a bit drained.
Example, I'm having a tough day, so I might be a little quiet.
That's clear and respectful.
This is the language of emotional honesty.
Now let's move into the review, naturally without changing tone.
Today, you heard how native speakers talk about feelings using simple words, calm tone, and clear structure.
You learned how to express basic emotions, mixed feelings, stress, recovery, and emotional change.
You also heard how feelings are expressed differently at work, with friends, and in personal moments.
The key idea is this: emotional fluency comes from simplicity, not complexity.
Now let's move into our connection wrap-up.
Many learners think their English is not good enough to talk about feelings.
But feelings don't require perfect grammar.
They require honesty and courage.
When you speak about your feelings, even in simple English, people listen.
And every time you do it, your confidence grows.
Here's a small practice you can do today. Speak for 1 minute about how you feel right now. Don't plan it, just speak.
You can record yourself or speak quietly. The goal is expression, not perfection.
Thank you for spending this time with us.
We're proud of your effort.
Keep speaking.
And we'll see you in the next episode.